Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show. I'm your host, as always, Tosin. Alongside me is my brother, my co-host for today, Tomi. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good. I'm good. What about you?
Hey, man, listen, I'm black, alive, and it's almost December, so, I can't complain.
Cannot at all.
Little bit of house rules before we get started. We need you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe on every single piece of content that we do. That's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Sometimes we'll be tweeting from Twitter. Just know that I'm not the one in the Twitter account. We do have someone who tweets, but it's not me. Just to put that out. That is not Tommy either. So it's not us, okay? It's Anonymous Rabbit, as you'll see on Google Docs.
They won't let me have the Twitter account. They said my tweet's already unhinged enough.
Yeah, we don't need another Nigerian on the account. Too many Nigerians. It smells like stew on the account. But one more thing, by the way, guys, it's not me on my original account. Tosin M. McKinday, the one with like 40,000 followers. That's not me, man. Somebody hacked into my account, and what they do now is they copy every little thing that I tweet, bar for bar, just Control C, Control V, copy and paste all the time. So whatever's happened on that account, I'm still trying to get it back, but it's not me. My account is Tosin MM _, not even close to what I had follower wise, but 700. We're in the projects right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Speaking of projects, Manchester United, they live in the projects and they are a project, and they are making me want to projectile vomit. I was trying to see how long I can go with the project, and that's enough. Clock it. So, as the girlies will say, clock it. Okay. Ruben Amorim's body is not T, but we'll talk about this right now.
Formation not T. Formation busted.
His comments before the game, I'm sure, obviously, I didn't get to really listen to him, but like saying Dorga looks, awkward and like he's anxious, and then you say stuff about the formation, the wing backs, and it's like a whole lot of like gaslighting. And I see why women say men are terrible people every day. I get it now why women understand and saying that all men do is lie and promise you things, because I've been lied to by Ruben Amorim. But I want to know, my good brother, obviously we lost to Everton. 10-man Everton, who lost to Crystal Palace at home 4-1, Newcastle 4-1, by the way, yesterday. What was your fallout from the game against Everton? Like, how did you feel about that?
Oh, I'll be transparent. I mean, you guys know I've wanted him gone since the Europa League final, right? So like I've always been like, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. You just know he's not the guy. But that Everton game, something in me just like damn near broke, because it's like I've never been a big fan of him, but he's a coward. He's just it just solidified. Honestly, the Everton game was like the Crystal Palace game for Ten Hag. Actually, no, it wasn't, because he's had multiple games like that. But that game was just a game where you're like, he's crossed the Rubicon. There's no way he can come back. There's just nothing he can do. Anything short of winning the league this year, which we know he won't, he needs to go. Like, I don't care if we finish second, third. I don't care if we win FA Cup. I don't care if we win FA Cup and finish second. That game solidified everything. All the criticism I have, there is a chance for you to break it, right? It's even well known. Most of your wins only come from relegated sides or teams with a red card. And you just showed how cowardness you are by just still sticking with 5 defenders on the pitch to Everton team who are down a man. And that man they lost was a midfielder, and you still chose to ignore the midfield instead to overload them. He was just a coward. And then it goes, I know you talked about it, we'll probably talk about it more soon, but like his pregame comments, like it just bled into that, because I'm like, you just have no lack of self-awareness, just throwing players under the bus, just trying to be like, I'm the only one that can save us here, guys. Like, we need to fight. No. And it's just so asinine. I'm over him.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel similar ways. I feel that a lot of United fans who want Ruben in, and like, I understand, listen, I'm not here to be a politician and tell you who to support and who not to support. I feel whenever people do support Ruben Amorim, I feel like there's a moral higher ground that comes to them, right? Where they feel like they're morally superior because they're backing a manager. And it's just, I look at everything in life as relationships, right? There are people that you fit with. There are people who don't fit with. There are people who you can try and manage to find a bridge between each other to make it work. But there's just sometimes where you've tried, and there's no more fixing. And I feel I'm at that point with Ruben where it's like, you'll get your wins, right? Because this is not a bad Manchester United squad in the slightest. And that's
At
my biggest
all.
issue too.
Like,
But I feel I've seen enough from him to know that if you're not playing against a team that played in Europa League, in Conference League, like we played against today and is tired from Thursday to Sunday, you're not going to get a win. And we'll get into the game, actually. Let's get into the game. So Manchester United came out with a new 11 today. Xerxes was up top. We had Mbuemo and Mason Mount as your 10s. You had Dalot and Ahmad as your wingbacks.
man, yeah.
Same pivot as Kobe. As always, Casemiro and Bruno. Center backs was Mazraoui, Shaw.
No,
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 it
it
was
was Euro.
Euro, Mazraoui, Euro, Delit, and Luke Shaw, and then we had Simmons in goal. And then the thing that really, really frustrated me, because this game was bright and early U.S. time, East Coast. I'm sure for those West Coasters, 4 o'clock, Midwest 6 o'clock, Arizona, some other places was 5 o'clock, but East Coast was 7 o'clock. So it's basically bright and early for Americans. I didn't
Yeah.
check the I didn't check the starting 11 until maybe I saw like the first kickoff, and I was like, we have 5 defenders. He told me, look, 5 defenders. We have 2 midfielders and 1 attacker, which is an
Oh,
18-year-old Shea Lacey.
you
For
know,
me,
and
go.
it was so frustrating because, like you're saying, this is the perfect chance to give Cheeto minutes or Cheeto even not even minutes. Pull him up to the bench, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you decide to stick with Malacia, who you were trying to sell, part of the bomb squad. Like just that alone, it just encapsulates his whole time here.
It's real cowardice. It's real just. It feels gross watching it. You know, when you and I've been trying to formulate this idea and not trying to be the older man in the room, right? I love there's a lot of new football fans. I do love the fact that on social that there's a lot of football discourse compared to when I first started on Twitter. There was not that much football discourse.
Hmm.
What I'm seeing now, and I hate to sound like the old man in the room because they haven't even started the game, but I really trying to say this in the nicest way possible without sounding like a gatekeeper because I want everybody to enjoy the sport. I think what I'm noticing now, there's a lot of people who got into the sport within the last 10 years, 5 years, who have a very loud, boisterous voice, which I love. Shout out to you. But there's a lot of people who miss historical context as to why the teams are the way they are and why the players are the way they are and things like that. So I would use United as an example, right? What I'm noticing now on social is a lot of United fans who miss Ed Woodward, who miss the Glazer family running things. And I'm just like, these are the sort of things that makes it hard for me to talk about United the way I want to talk about United because you miss a lot of historical context. So I've been a fan of clubs since 95. I'm sure there's a lot of people on social who probably been a fan of United before I've been a fan of United, right? Who've seen more than I've seen. But in my years of watching this club, there's things such as 2006. I remember when we had this article about those mice on the ground,
Yeah.
laser ownership. When it was David Gill and Sir Alex saying there's no value in the transfer market, Glazer ownership. When we saw Cristiano Ronaldo for 80 million at the time was a world record in 2009. We ended up getting Owen on a pay-as-you-play contract, right? Literally, Michael Owen was so hurt that he could not play. He didn't have a contract. His contract was basically, he was a freelancer for Man United.
Yeah, literally show up,
He was a
play, get
freelance
paid.
striker. He got paid as he played. Then we use Gabriel Oberton, who never played the highest level. Then we also had Antonio Valencia, who played at Wigan. These are the sort of building blocks to bullshit that we see today, right? So when you layer years and years of mismanagement in transfer windows, funds, neglecting the women's team, because took a while for them to bring the women's team back. I'm not sure if you guys know
Yeah, I'm about
this.
to say the women's team disappeared for like I think almost 20 years, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
They
Because the
disappeared for a
Glazers saw
while.
them as not profitable. So when you build this house of cards on bullshit, it's going to collapse. So now Ineos are in charge. They're not too savory because fans lack this. What's the word I'm trying to use? It's like an instant gratification thing where you see new owners and you want success over the next 2 years, where it doesn't work like that because you're trying to come back 20 plus years, not defending Ineos in the slightest because they've done some really silly stuff. But it's like the fan base in itself is collapsing inwards. Like everything as a United fan right now is not fun. That's basically what I want to say is that on the pitch is not fun. Off the pitch is not fun. Social is not fun. it's just not a fun time to be a United fan. And I look at Arsenal fans as my next example is that you have these newer Arsenal fans who don't remember the days of Scalacci and, you know,
I like
Johan
Song in
Durst.
them.
You don't remember Yaya Sanogo, but you're coming into a situation of greatness, right? And I love that. You got to skip all the years of bullshit, missed the Highbury transfer into Emirates. You missed all of that, and that's fire. My whole point is basically there's a lot of ahistorical fans, and I just need to get off my chest talking to my brother. That's all. So let's get into the game. So, for context, everybody, Crystal Palace did have a game on Thursday. They played in Europa League against Strasbourg, which I saw. And listen, Liam Rossini is a hell of a coach. That's a great coach with a great team. And Tommy and I watch a lot of Strasbourg because one, we're nerds. Two, I told him to go watch them because of Valentin Barco because he was playing center mid.
Yeah, and Maxi Oyedele, he's injured right now, but he's coming back.
Emmanuel Mega is really good. They got some talented players over there in Strasbourg, but just like this game, Crystal Palace went up first. But let's talk about this. So there was an early chance from Casemiro in like the first minute, which is scrambling across the goal line, which was great saving from Dean Henderson. But shout out to Dean Henderson. It was 9:56 because the game was kind of wobbly. You can tell Crystal Palace was trying to get their legs under them, and United looked a little bit scared. In the ninth minute, Casemiro had a chance, and I kept thinking to myself, why is this club relied on set pieces? And there was no open chances. And I was so frustrated. It's like, why are we just lumping it high? We look like an amalgamation of Stoke and Sam Allardyce's teams. Like, this is not fun.
It
But
was
do you have
just,
anything to say about that?
yeah, it was just, like you said, there was just no creativity going in from and Mbeumo's more of a finisher than a creator, right? Xerxes, bless his soul, there's only so much he can do, and there's only so deep he can drop. Mount is a busybody, so your best creator is legit Dallo, which is Dallo on his weak foot, which is crazy, or Bruno Fernandez playing six. So that's why we ended up just having to spam long balls. We have no one to come collect the ball, or we go wide and hope one of the wingbacks can make it happen, or Ahmad. And even then, Ahmad's not a wingback. He's a winger. So again, there's only so much he can do. Like, we have shackled again, and I'm gonna keep saying this the whole episode. This system has shackled our best players into positions where they can't do the most damage to the other team, where they do damage to us. And that's why there's nothing coming from open play. You have a bunch of puzzle pieces upside down and not fitting in the correct places. Of course, it's not going to come in open play. And I remember you even said it because we were talking before the game. You're like, our only chance have come from set pieces. Like, and people talk about, oh, how bad set pieces are. For example, we use Arsenal. People love talking about, oh, Arsenal only score from set pieces, but they also create in open play. So you have to fear them. We only create in set pieces, literally only creating set pieces. We'll talk about it more, but both goals today were set pieces. We're set
I mean,
pieces and amazing finishes.
it goes back to, and I'm going to buttress your point. There was a chance that Adam Wharton had in the 12th minute, but Adam Wharton in the first half was Boston United by himself. And it goes to show you that United lack center midfielders, number one. Number two, they lack players who can open up and cut up a pass. You have a bunch of bricklayers in the middle of the field and players out of position, which Bruno Fernandes, we've seen him for club, how good he is as a number 10. We see Casemiro when he's like surrounded by other, hardworking players, he does well.
Yeah,
But when you have two players who are in their 30 plus now and leggy, you're going to get dominated by an Adam Wharton, which shout out to him, fair play. He was really good in the first half. 14th minute, Mateta had a chance, but it was too easy. United would just
yeah,
too
yeah.
open, in that first half, and he shot it wide. I was just like, okay, I know what type of game win to get today. And Buemo in the 17th minute was very, very frustrated. He got a yellow card for dissent. He slammed the ball. He's just really, really upset. I mean, it's frustrating when you play in a system like this, right, where you're trying so hard to create and do this and do that, and it's not working. 23rd
You're
minute, Daichi
handicapped.
Kamada had it. Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm about to say, yeah, it's frustrating because you're handicapped. You're shackled. You can't do anything.
23rd minute, Daichi Kamada had a chance. Casemiro's sloppy pass was intercepted. And again, the theme of Manchester United's midfield is so easy to drive through it. Wharton
So
drove through the
easy.
midfield. He found Sarr, and Sarr found Daichi, and the chance was saved by Sonny Lamans. But it was just that specific play in the 23rd minute broke my brain. I was just like, bro, this is not good football. You should not be this easy to drive through at all. And it happens game and game again. It doesn't matter who your midfield is. If you have somebody with a little bit of nous to them and a little bit of engine, they're going to drive through Manchester United's midfield. It's just the way it's set up is from the coach. That's his way of doing things. And I literally took notes and in all caps. These are the three things that I wrote when I saw that thing. Why is it so easy to dribble through Man United? Why can't United create chances? And why are set pieces the only way United can create chances? Those are my three thoughts within 25 minutes of the game. And it was
And it just
frustrating. Go ahead.
it's very no like very it's just and it's such a simple fix. That's what makes it even more annoying. Like you can easily fix this. Like let's say, all right, because I was thinking about this yesterday. So let's say he's committed to that three in the back build up, right? He can start with a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, right? Play your two center backs. When you're building up with the ball, have the center backs push up, have the fullbacks push up also, right? That way you have Casemiro drop and have the other center midfielder join Bruno a little bit up, or have the other center midfielder still a little bit behind Bruno, have Ahmad tuck in, have Dalot Maserati push up, and have whoever the left winger is, Cunha, whoever as the outlet, or you want to play Cunha up top, again, whoever the left winger is as the outlet, pushed up a little bit with the striker. There you still
Mhm.
have your three in the back build up that you want with the wing backs, but at the same time, you also have a more compact, more confident midfield. It's such a simple fix. And I'm not gonna act here like I'm Sir Alex, but I know football. And if I can see it, you think Premier League coaches with badges won't be able to see how to break down your midfield? It's such a simple thing. Like to break down United's midfield, just have someone drop in or tuck in, overload the space, and whoever tucks and drops in occupies the other center midfielder. And if the main center midfielder with the ball is good at driving or passing, there's so much open space. It's that simple. Like it's such a simple thing. And it's crazy.
It's frustrating, man. It's so frustrating because it just I'm trying to formulate the words I want to say because we've scripted this out, ladies and gentlemen. But when you talk about it and you think about it, you get frustrated because you love this club. We want Manchester United to do very, very well. We want Man United to be the best club they can be. And I hate bringing up comparisons, right? But I look at Mikel Arteta. When he first started, he played a 3-4-3, adapted his team, right? He got Bukayo Saka on the left-hand space. Eventually moved to a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, and now he's set on a 4-3-3, where he adapted to his players. Bukayo Saka started off on the left as a left back, left wing back type of thing, right? Bukayo Saka now is arguably the best right winger in the world. In fact, fuck it, I'm saying it. Bukayo Saka is the best right winger in the world. If you don't believe me, I don't care. That's the best. But you know how Bukayo Saka got there? Through a coach who gave him chances. So a coach who genuinely was not a coward, was like, hey, I'm going to platform my players. And that's what you do as a coach, is you bring out the best in your players. That's what a job of a coach is. I saw Lenny Euro, because we're talking about the penalty today. Lenny Euro looks scared. This is a young man who played so well in France. And
19.
to
19.
me, the most physical leagues in the world are the Premier League, Ligue 1, and the Belgian league. These are some very, very strong leagues where you have robust West African, North African players who are just about it. South Central African players as well. You have players who are about that life who knock you off the ball. Like you have a bunch of Bubakars and a bunch of Mohammeds and a bunch of Karims chasing you. And Lenny Euro did well. The penalty we conceded, Lenny Euro just looked lost. He looked
He was lost.
completely lost.
Now
And
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, he was just and like he's been he's been shaky for I would say like a couple weeks, but again, he's a 19, 20-year-old center back. They're not gonna be perfect. But again, if you had the coach that properly platformed him, he would be like, okay, you just have a little rough patch. We can help you through it. We can put you in positions where you're comfortable. We can have you just focus on like 1v1 defending, or if you're stronger, chasing people. Just, have you set. But nope.
tell me, everybody's healthy right now. Give me a top 5 center backs in the world right now.
Everyone helping. See.
In no order, just give me 5.
Yeah. Van Dyke is still there, unfortunately. I'm gonna have one of the Inter dudes because they're
Bastoni
is it
probably.
Yeah, Bastoni. There we go. That's the name. Bastoni's good. Let me see. No one from Saliba and I'm tweaking. Saliba and Gabrielle. Honestly, I think they're very
Okay.
and ah I don't know. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone here because I want to say Kubasi, but I can't.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
I can't. I don't know. Who am I missing?
I'm probably gonna go on a limb and say Chelsea's guy, the center back, the French one, when he's healthy.
S-
What's his name?
Fofana?
Yes,
I don't know. Van Dyke, Bastoni, Saliba,
and Gabriel.
Gabrielle. That's four.
Mm-hmm.
No one
It's
from City. No one from Bayern. No one from Dortmund.
no from
No one
PSG.
from Madrid. Oh, no. PSG, the wingers, the wing backs are better, and they defend by community, and especially with that midfield, their center backs aren't up there. And
We can
I'm
skip
not
the
putting
fifth.
for,
We can skip
hmm?
the fifth one. It doesn't matter because you gave me the
Yeah,
two I was looking for. You said Gabriel and
Saliba, yeah,
Saliba. And I love this because I remember when Gabriel was a diamond in the rough when they got him like 29 million from Lille, and he looked rough, right?
hmm
He had these missteps. Same thing with Saliba. He went on 3 different loans, right? Now they're the two arguably best center back pairing, and that's the best center back pairing in the world by far,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know who else played at Lille was a very talented young promising player? Lenny Euro. Do you know why Gabriel looked so good? Because he got platformed by a coach. I went around a long way, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you guys this. Coaching matters. There's a reason why I did this long detour, and Alex told me for that, because coaching matters. Gabriel and Saliba are the best center back pairing in the world, and because their coach put them in position for them to thrive. One gave them loans, and one let him kept going through everything and made him go to Turkey, change his hairline and his teeth. Now he's a great player. That's what your coaches need to do. Put your players in their
Also,
best positions to thrive. So,
you
Lenny
play
Euro,
to the strength, and
mhm,
you just play to the strength. It's so simple.
mhm. Lenny Euro conceded a penalty today. He got caught out. Adam Wharton caught Man United out with a pass once again. Very easy to draft through Manchester United. This is all very simple things you could just watch on your TV. You don't need any XG, any analysis, eyesight. Just use it. Promise you. Wharton's pass, cut him out. Mateta ended up scoring a penalty. We had to retake it. New IFAB rules. Basically, if you make a penalty, it's a double touch. You take it again. I don't know how I feel about that rule. Don't care. Whatever. Took it
Yeah,
again. Went to a different side and scored the penalty. And I was so frustrated because I was like, this was supposed to come. Quick thought on Mateta. How do you feel about Mateta?
good player, good story. I don't want him at the United. I'm so sorry.
Thank
I
you.
don't.
I
I'm
think
sick of bridge strikers.
I think Mateta is a very good striker. But I think that when you look at expected goals, because I know that's the new suit du jour that a lot of people like to do, a lot of people love looking at XG. He's an XG creator. He generates so many chances on expected goal. He does that stupendously, right? That's what he does very well. But he misses so many chances. Today, any clinical strike would have put United to the sword that had a hat trick in the first half. Period.
He
The
he
food
had a
was
hat
there to be
trick.
eaten. Because there was another chance where the lit slipped as well. It's not just Euro.
Yes,
United defenders were slipping all over the place. They couldn't handle Mateta. What did Skip Bayless say? What did Skip Bayless say? Again, and I
girth and
quote,
tonnage,
he
girth
couldn't
and
handle the
tonnage.
growth and tonnage, man. Like literally, he bust right inside of him, as he would say.
Nah, son, I'm crying. This guy.
He couldn't handle his chances. It happened the 47th minute. You remember Delit slipped because there was like 5 minutes of time, and Delit slipped, and I was like, "Yo, what is going on with United shape? Like, what is happening with United shape?" I was like, why is it? Because everyone loves it, and I get it. Like, Euro is a talented kid, whatever. He's the one who's gonna have the lights on him. But it's not just Euro; it's everybody
It's
else.
not.
The
It's
only
not.
center back who played decently in the first half was Luke Shaw. Anyways, we got halftime. What were your thoughts and opinions during halftime?
Fire him. Fire him. Like that's all I kept screaming. Fire him. But then like at halftime I looked at our bench. I'm like, all right, who's gonna come change this game? And I looked at the bench and I said, all right, bro, you got it. Five defenders on the pitch and then four. How many on the bench? Six.
5 defenders, 2 midfielders, one attacker, which is Shea Lacey, and one goalkeeper, which is Alta Bayende.
Like, there's nothing you can. Remember what I said in the chat about like what we need to do to Amorim? I can't say it on here, but
Hey,
listen,
listen. I didn't say it, okay? FBI agent, that was not me, okay? I
look,
am not
I said
involved.
it. I said I don't care. That guy, bro, he's. But at halftime, I was just thinking because the game was there to be won. Like we could have still got, like you said. Palace was leggy. They were tired. They were still, but that's the thing. On the same end, we were still giving up chances. So I knew the game was still open. It's just a matter of the cliche saying, whoever scores the next goal, the next goal is important. Whoever scores the next goal is important. So I was just like, just get the next goal. I don't care how, just get it. And also after the game, someone's gonna message me, oh, like people are like, oh, I'm a Rim haters. You guys are in the mud now. I want my team to win. If you think this win is on Amarim, I have some land in Nigeria to sell you. Please.
I actually have a mountain of snow in Nigeria to sell you, not the one Young Jeezy was talking about either. I'm talking about the Himalayas. But yeah, same thing with me at halftime. You know how bad halftime was for me, man? I'm gonna go take a shower so I can wake up and so I can properly restart myself. I was in the shower, do not do that. Like asking God, like, by me, kill a day. What did I do in this life, God, to disappoint you for this to be my team?
Like, who did I hurt, bro? Please. Oh, if I've ever hurt you in the past, I apologize. I apologize.
Man, woman, child, whoever I hurt in this life, I'm so sorry. Former friend, current friend, if I hurt you, please, by me.
Please.
I'm sorry. I ask for your forgiveness. I'm on my knees, bruv. I'm on my
Ejo,
knees,
exactly. Ejo, Ejo,
Ejo.
Ejo.
Edakun, please. Small. uh But anyways, this is a
Bruce.
great transition because we're speaking in Yoruba, which is Nigerian language, and Man United scored a 53-minute from a Nigerian, Joshua Xerxes, big gunman Josh scored. So it's a good
What a
finish,
finish. What a
great finish.
finish. And that was his weak foot. Wait, is he a lefty?
Josh is whatever he wants to be.
Hey.
He's
And
biracial. He can pick whatever he wants to do. He's bipedal now. He's 2 feet. So good for him.
he goes both ways, man. I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
hey, hey.
I'm
It
sticking on
was
the
a
bye
great ball
theme.
from Bruno Fernandes. Great ball. But the finish was really good because I don't think Jordan Henderson expecting it. And
No, I
Jordan
didn't.
Henderson, I love him. Great academy graduate. But dude, take that hat off, man.
And I hate it so much. But also, that's one thing underrated. I like the little things in football, like the small thing, the touch, like back to goal, someone on your back to be able to bring it down and then beat the man and then turn and shoot. It was beautiful. Like everything he did, it wasn't just a good shot, good control, good touch, good turn. All of that led up to the goal was just beautiful for me. So those little things I like from him.
For sure. There was a substitution. Ladies and gentlemen, take a shot because it happened again. As a route, we came in for Lenny Euro. We changed subject. We just changed the center back. Happens every
And
single
you know
time.
what's crazy? That stuff was supposed to happen before Xerxes goal, right? But he was like, because that's number one rule as a coach. You never sub during a centerpiece. I mean, during a set piece.
Mhm.
So he had that sub ready. We were down a goal, and he was going to bring on a center back.
And he did it anyway. In the 62nd minute, Mason Mount scored a goal, another set piece. By the way, Mason Mount's not wearing Adidas. He's not wearing Nike anymore. He's wearing Mizuno's. I'll try to see what boots he's wearing today because last week against Everton when we lost 1-0 on Monday, he was wearing red Mizuno's. Today he wore white Mizuno's. So I know for those of you who care, maybe like two of you, that's some nerdy shit. So yeah, just tell me and I care. For those of you who listening, I'm so sorry you had to listen to us nerd over football boots, but
And
Mizuno has a very, very strong hold in my life because the first player I remember vividly wearing Mizunos was Rivaldo. He did that in the 2002 World
yes.
Cup.
Also, there's a lot of there's been a big shift towards Mizuno cleats in general. Like even
Mm-hmm.
people I ball with are just rocking Mizuno. Shout out my boy Roland. But like a lot of people are just pivoting to Mizunos, and I'm a Nike guy. I'm sorry. I have my Tiempos somewhere in my back. I'm sorry. I can never leave Nike. Bro, I wear size 13. No one else makes shoes for big feet besides Nike.
Do you know what we call you?
Don't.
For those of you who don't understand
I was about to say
Yoruba.
for those you get it, you get it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a really good goal. Bruno Fernandes got his second assist, quote unquote assist, to Mason Mount. Tapped it over, and Mason Mount has a really good finish too. Really, really good finish.
Also, the wall was awful. Like,
Yes.
don't get me
Yes.
wrong, I'm not taking anything away from the finish, but that wall, if I'm Dean Henderson, I'm slapping all four in the necks because good lord, that was
You
a
sound like a
bad
you sound
wall.
like you sound like a Republican. The wall was awful. Anyways, Crystal Palace's tiredness was starting to show. You can see it towards the end of the first half. they were not. They have a small squad in Europe, and I think that was going to show anyway.
Hmm.
But yeah, their tiredness showed badly, man. They were trying to make changes. I knew they were tired because they brought on Chrysanthus Uche, which they never play.
Yeah,
Chrysanthus Uche never plays, and he looked rusty. Crystal Palace, the game got sloppy as hell after the goal scored. Like it was just like two players that it was two teams that just didn't really. They were just battling to the end of the game. That was
about
really what it was after the Mason Mount goal.
you know when you're like haven't playing basketball, football, any pickup sport with your friend. And it's about that time where like you guys know you should go home, but no one wants to say, all right, last game or last goal. So y'all just start doing stuff till someone just says, all right, y'all, I'm out. That's what the end of that game was.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just waiting for someone to pick up the backpack, be like, all right, yo, I gotta go. That's
All right,
exactly what
fellas,
the
I'm
game.
out. I'm out, fellas. That's really what it was. We did end up getting another center back change. Lissandro Martinez came on for the first time since February, so good to see Licha back.
Hmm.
Also, Dorgu and Kobe Mainu came on for 4 minutes, but that was really it, man. I don't know what else to take away from this game other than the fact that we took advantage of a bad
Tired
team.
legs. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, it's
it's not good.
it's not good. I think for me, what I can say is that it's a bad culture fit. That's the one thing I can definitely say. Between Ruben and Man United, it's going to eventually come to a head. Um, not sure when, but individual magic and countless Crystal Palace chances doesn't make the trajectory of this project any different.
Like if you have eyes, you understand what like Bomani always says, what must be done eventually must be done now. So he has to get fired.
You can't keep kicking the can down the road.
You can't. Yeah, like
You
you
can't.
said, and I know Jim Ratcliffe. I refuse to call that man Sir Jim. Matter of fact, Slim Jim is over there like, oh, he has a 3-year plan. You've lost your mind if you think I'm watching Ruben Amorim for 3 more years at my club. You have lost. Listen, I'm telling you guys now. Find a hobby. Find a hobby. Matter of fact, go to concerts. I saw a Sweatshirt live yesterday. Go to concerts. See your favorite artist. No,
Learn how to
absolutely not.
draw. Learn how to read even better. Learn how to roll up weed
Bro,
if it's legal in your
do,
city.
do something, guys. My desk is filled with books, guys. Books.
I'm about to take dance classes.
I'm getting into boxing. I have frustration. I need to let it out. So don't test me.
I'm about to start going to the Guggenheim. I'm about to start going to a
Hey,
museum. I'm going to Africa Center.
literally.
Y'all keep playing, man. Like this club is about to make me become a philosopher. I'm about to become Langston
Oh,
F. Hughes.
listen, listen. When you guys see me making movies, just writing books, and they'll ask me, "Oh, no, what made you pick up this creativity?" I hate my football club. I hate my
Ain't that
football
it?
club.
Ain't that it drove me into growing out a beard, and now
Like,
I wear Kangol and talk about philosophy and drink mint tea. That's what
like,
United brought me to.
like, I ordered boots the other day. Boots. I'm wearing boots now. So I'm trying. Do you see?
Told me about you about to catch us wearing matching Saint Laurent boots. All you gonna hear is two grown ass men wearing heels clicking, click, clicking, clicking. Sound like a goddamn Under Armour commercial. Click
We're
clacking.
we're gonna look like the Isley brothers by the end of the season.
Oh my gosh, listen, we're about to have afros the size of them too. About to start looking like Wole Soyinka when I'm done. Jesus Christ, man.
I'm over it.
It's frustrating, man, because we genuinely love Manchester United. I'm not bitching to bitch and complain, right? I don't want this to
Yeah,
feel like a therapy session because it's frustrating when you love this club and you want them to do well because the fixes are right there. It's very easy to fix Man United. About platforming the right players, like finding the right market opportunities where a Rafael Yandinka, for example, is 25 million euros. You go buy a Rafael Yandinka. You don't need to go put excessive money in a Yao Gomez or, and I love Elliot Anderson and I love Adam Wharton, but I'm not spending 100 million on these players, period. Like it's gross negligence.
homie at Monaco, right next to Pogba. Is it
Lamine
Kamara?
Kamara,
Lamine
amazing game
Kamara.
against PSG.
Yeah, and I'm sure
Stupendous game.
even last season, I'm sure he was there for I think with like 35, maybe max 40 mil. That's a
Mhm.
good investment, and he can do that CDM role You can even you can phase out Casemiro. Casemiro's contract is running up. By the way, do not extend that man's contract. Or I will get violent. He can be someone to deputize for Casemiro this season and then take over. And then he can play next to Kobe. He can play next to Bruno if you insist on keeping Bruno deep. There's options there. There's options there. It should not be 100 million Baleba or 120 million Wharton. That shouldn't be our two options.
I'm going to read the Ruben Amorim quote for you. He said, "It's important to win every game, and today was the proof that if you play the same way but increased intensity and small details, if we work on the pass and the pace, we can beat anyone." It's very interesting to see a man lie to himself about this. It's very interesting to see a man. We see this. We can see you, by the way. My boy, everyone knows Dean. Dean said this: "What I find most annoying is that he's likable, honest, and kind of stupid." When he's talking about Ruben Amorim, by the way. He's
He's
too
not
honest
likable.
and he's too stupid. I mean, he's
Yeah.
likable if you're not a United fan, for sure.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah,
That's
if you
it.
don't like United, oh man, like Ruben Amorim must be your favorite. But I will say last thing about Ruben Amorim. He's gonna be a good coach somewhere. I just don't think that him and United are a good cultural fit. I think he'd do well in like a Serie A team like a Bologna, where the expectations isn't to be the most dominant team in the world, And I look at it like this: and Manchester United has to be a gung ho team, right? You
Yeah.
need a psychotic man, and I hate using cross sports comparisons, and I say I hate a lot because I know I have to do it eventually because there's no other way for me to bridge that gap. I look at a Dan Campbell, right? A sick
Yeah.
man who goes for it and
But
fourth
very
down every
smart.
chance, right? You want your coach to be that bloodthirsty at United. You want your coach to be the one that's setting the tone and the tempo and being the dominant force. Look at the way Arsenal handled Bayern Munich. Mikel Arteta knows he's the man in charge of Arsenal. He has that gravitas where it's my club, it's my highway. I'm going to take every risk to win it. And that's all I want a Manchester United manager is someone who's tactically aware, someone who understands to bridge the gap between the first team and the academy because we have some serious talent coming through. I watched that U18 game when they beat them 7-0. Our U21s got some talents. Our 15s, our 14s, there's some really, really special players coming through Carrington right now. You need to find a coach who can bridge that gap between that, a coach who's tactically sound, a coach who understands what United is about, the culture about it, the history about it, how United needs to be the most dominant team on the pitch, right? Win every game. Viva la raza, lie, cheat, steal, figure a way to win it. It might be ugly, might not be, but
But
figure out a
it's
way
a
to be
win.
the most dominant team and lean into the fact that, listen, no one likes us. Okay, the fuck what? That's nice. When I see
Hated
this
the
manager
door,
that we
never
have right
ignore.
now, yeah, I see this manager we have right now. I feel like he's cowardice, but I said enough. You got anything you want to talk about Man United before we get out of here?
Just fire that guy, man. I can't trust him with the likes of Shea Lacey, JJ Gabriel, Kai Rooney, Jim Twait. Yeah, no, fire him. I'm fire him.
Yeah,
That's it. Just
I
fire
think it's
him.
so funny that we have so many talented midfielders that have come through our academy. Like James Garner, like literally was so good against us on Monday.
He was
And look at,
balling, bro.
I don't know, man. It's frustrating, and we're just ranting and raving right now. I'm just like, yo, come on, man. What are we doing here? But any last words before we get out of here, man?
Nah, man. Love yours. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on every single thing that we're doing. We love you guys. Genuinely appreciate and love you guys so much. It means the world to us for you guys to continue to support us. For myself, Tosin and Tomi, we're out. We're gonna have the weekend review for you guys too. Quick before we leave, I know by the time everyone hears this, it'll probably be too late. Arsenal, Chelsea, who do you got winning today?
There's a strange phenomenon with Arsenal. I'm always like, this team has the ability to challenge and hurt them. Then the game starts, and I'm like, oh no, the Arsenal is the best team in the world. So I'm not gonna fall victim to that again. I think Arsenal win 3-1.
I think Arsenal wins because they're better than Chelsea. That's that. I have no score. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. We're out. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.